Hello! Oh, that's a bit loud, wasn't it? Hello, I scared myself then for a second. Welcome to this third beer review for this evening, this Saturday night on Leggy Bloke TV on the broadcast on iVlog. It's good to see you. This time around, we're going to be doing the Spitfire Gold. There it is. It's a gold can, fellas, because it's a gold beer apparently, and it's a pure golden ale. And I've asked the lovely people in the room tonight to look it up for me on the internet while I've been doing my broadcasty type kind of things, so they can let me know what's in it. And apparently it's got Challenger, Centennial and SARS in here, which may explain why I like it. Now before I do the review here, obviously I've had this before, but I'm going to treat it as though this is the first time I've had a little bit of a drink of it, and we'll do a little bit of a review and see if it can live up to the other two beers we've done a review on tonight. If it can, then obviously I've chosen well this week on the beer reviews. If it can't, then I don't know what we do really. What should we do? Should we do a runner and pretend it never happened? Maybe that's the best thing to do. Look at that. It looks really clear. It looks like a lager, doesn't it? In all honesty, it's got that typical lager colour. It's a little bit golden, of course. If you didn't know better, you would think that would either be a pale ale or a lager of some sort. Let's give it a little bit of a smell in there like we usually do. Alright Mick, flat beer, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not getting much off of there, you know. It's not an awful amount of smell going on. Although, if I had to choose one of those three hops, now I know what they are, Challenger, Centennial and SARS, I would say there is a very slight hint of Centennial in there, but that's only because I know what's in there now. If I'd had a little bit of a sniff earlier, I would say there's not very much going on, but now I know it's got Centennial in there. Probably, you know, it's swaying me to think that that's what I'm smelling. However, let's go in for a dive. Hello to the people that are in the broadcast. We've got Cruising Radio Arthur, Flyer B for Dominic, Hanworth Homebrew, Darren, Empty Homebrew Glass Fred. We've got Colvin in the room, Jim, Flat Beer Mick, Peter Briz. Hello Pete, how's it going mate? Roger the Dodger with his big beard. Oh yes, he's a ladies man, fellas. And Tony H45, how you doing? Good to see you. So let's dive in and see how this beer plays, shall we? Right. Immediately there is a hop hit, boys and girls. So you get a little bit of hops in there, and as I know it's Challenger, Centennial and SARS. I mean obviously SARS is the bog standard lagery type hop that you get from, you know, most lagers really, and that's fine. So it is a rather a lagery kind of drink, but there's slightly more going on. And that obviously comes from the Centennial and the Challenger. So there is a bit more going on than your normal bog standard kind of lagery type thing. And it's rather crisp and light as well. The percentage on it is 4.3. So you know what? That is a lovely beer. That is really refreshing and light, but it's slightly more interesting than your bog standard lager. Now we did a review earlier this evening on this one. This was the Anchor California Lager. We did a little bit of a review on that one earlier, and I said that was quite interesting, but I suspected it didn't have very much going on in it. You know, it had the bog standard lager type hops in there like SARS and Hallertau. I've got no idea what hops are in there. That was a guess. But as I know what's in this one, it's got SARS in it. It's a lovely beer, you know. It's surprising, really, because it's Shepherd Neame. You know, the name at the top of the can there gives it away. Shepherd Neame. If you can see that on the can, fellas. You know what? I'm surprised by that because I've had a lot of Shepherd Neame beers, and as I was saying to Darren, Hanworth Homebrew Darren, all the Shepherd Neame beers I've had recently, in fact to date in all honesty, have been a little bit bland, a little bit boring, and maybe a little bit samey. You know, if you drink an IPA by Shepherd Neame, it won't taste too dissimilar to a Golden Ale by Shepherd Neame. And this is just my opinion, of course. You can disagree with me or agree with me or whatever. It doesn't really matter, because it's all relative, isn't it? I find Shepherd Neame beers to be quite samey and not very interesting. But what I will say is the surprising thing about this one is it's really rather nice and refreshing. And if I had to score this one, I'll probably give it a 7.5 out of 10, which is a pretty good score, really. Bearing in mind it's a Shepherd Neame beer. It's not too bad at all. It's quite refreshing, crisp and light, and you can taste some hoppage in there, but it's not overpowering. So I would say that's a thumbs up. That's a Lakey Bloke thumbs up from me, boys and girls. So thank you for watching this live beer review, and we'll see you on the next one. Ta-da.